Alright, so here's the Camry scale, and this is the smart way. This is the 2 kilogram smart way that I've been using for quite a while now. Now, the two main differences, perhaps, is between these two is this has an actual decimal place, whereas this only goes up to the tens, whereas this shows the 100ths place. Also, auto shut off. This actually has a 2-minute auto shut off. When it sits at 0, it does completely turn off. However, before you hit that 2 minutes, it also turns the display off, whereas when this auto shuts off, it shuts off the whole thing. Minor difference in that aspect. Lastly, the display. When you're looking at this display standing up, looking straight down, it's very clear, it's very clean. However, from where I'm sitting at this angle, I can actually see all the back shadows of all the various, the indicators not in use. See, that's auto shut off, went completely off, and this auto shut off, but just a display. In another minute, though, the whole thing will turn off. But I was saying about the display, from where I'm sitting, it's actually a little hard to read because I'm seeing all the back shadows, whereas this one, there's really no back shadows at all from where I'm sitting at this angle. But once I stand up and look down, it's very bright, it's very clear, and what have you. Also, this has, separate different modes, per se, to actually, from milk and liquids versus dry. This just simply changes the mode button on this simply changes the unit. Now, for changing the units on here, it's actually on the bottom. You push that little button to change it from grams to pounds and ounces. So there. Alright, so there's the fundamental differences between these two. If asked which one I personally prefer, it's probably still the smart way, but that's only because it gives me that 100ths. For my own weighing, I like that extra 100ths, even though all intents and purposes it's going beyond the tens place really isn't all that useful. But I do like it. Alright, so a little bit of weighing. We're going to start off with something light here. A little battery shows at 7 ounces, and then over here 0.73 ounces. Alright, that's just a little lightweight battery. Then we'll go with a heavier action cam at 5.2 ounces, and that's at 5.26. Kind of wibble wobbles between 5.25 5.26, but it looks like this actually rounds down all the way. So if it's 5.26, 5.27, 5.28, this looks like it rounds down just to 5.2. Well, I'm gonna get my little bamboo mouse here. 3.4, and I think this weighs at 3.4 exactly as well on here. 3.43. Okay, so it rounds down on that one. Oh yes, and the big one, my little steam engine model, 7.4 and 7.4 exactly. So calibration wise, easy. This also has a tare function by using this button. You'll notice this scale is actually quite sensitive to movement. This one isn't. I can move this around, I don't have to worry about it, but this one is actually quite sensitive to movement. As soon as I push it or touch it, it kind of, makes it adjust. So there is that. So if you're like on a really shaky surface, be warned, this may not be your best bet. Like on a wibbly wobbly table, because little adjustments does make it flicker. So, and they do say that in instructions and on the box itself, I think, to have it on a solid flat surface. So this is kind of a twitchy scale if you're not on an absolutely flat, solid, unmoving surface. Alright, so but there's an idea between two kitchen scales, and you guys have yourself a great one.